Hey guys, and welcome to episode number 12 of the F1 Championship mode here on F1 2017. Today we are driving in Belgium, so let's get straight down to the race.
Qualifying time at Spa, one of the mightiest tracks on the Formula One calendar. Long straights, up and downhill, Eau Rouge as well. This track isn't for the faint-hearted. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction, and over the course of a lap, it's easy to get that balance wrong, and that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now, and it never gets any easier.
So here we are starting our second lap in qualifying. Come around the first corner, take it nicely. Start the turning, cut the corner a little bit, invalidate our lap, lose the back end of the car, smash it into the wall, and we are out of qualifying. Here's a replay, just showing us taking all the grass and too much curb. Cars lose the back end, couldn't steer it back into the right way, and we lose the car into the wall, and we are out of qualifying. So let's go on to the race, and hopefully we can have a better time with things.
The races, you've been both a test driver and a race driver. What differences are there in the way you approach those roles?
Interesting question, Crofty. They're two very different mindsets. I mean, when I tested for BAR, we had full in-season testing where, per driver, you'd cover up to 15,000 kilometers per season. And in that role, it was more about working for the team, trying to help them improve the car and drive as systematically as you could, so that data could be analysed in the most consistent way. When you're lining up on the grid for a race, however, your frame of mind's all about what you can get out of the situation on that day, and the car's the tool to help you achieve what you want. You still want to focus on setup, of course, but it's more about the here and now, getting yourself as far up the field as possible, and less about development work for the future.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo and Perez, Ocon, Grosjean, Hülkenberg and Fernando Alonso, Massa, Sainz, Jolyon Palmer and Magnussen, Kvyat, Stroll, Stoffel Van Dorn and Marcus Ericsson, Wehrlein and Lewis Hamilton rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Here we are on the grid. We have 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. Heading into turn 1, we've overtaken the 2 Saubers already. Squeezed one of them out a bit too much into the inside. And around the corner, we've overtaken a couple of cars there. We've overtaken Alonso, and under yellow flags we're going to have to give him that position back. Someone rear ends us in the meantime, they lose their front wing. We've let Alonso back through, and now we can get back on the power. Just a couple of positions there. We go down the main straight, looking to catch up to Alonso and overtake him into the next corner. Brake too early, so we can't get him. Get overtaken around the outside by Magnussen. We're right on the end of Magnussen's here. Carlos Sainz is out of the race. Coming to next corner, we go down the inside of Magnussen, smash into the back of Alonso. Braking a bit too hard he was for my liking. Had to brake, come out of that again, we get overtaken again by Magnussen. Hopefully the straight line speed can get us past him, which it does. Now we've got to chase down Alonso. Come into the next corner, we go up the inside of Alonso, try and squeeze him. He squeezes us to the inside a bit more than we want to be, but we managed to get the overtake done. So now we're going to finish this lap and hopefully we can gain some new positions. Bottas, that's the fastest lap of the race. We are catching up to the back of the Fiat. Now we're catching the Fiat a lot quicker, we're a lot closer to him than what we were before. Pushing the car as much as I can at this point. Try and go around the outside a little, think about it, but didn't. We're going down the straight. Go for a little cheeky move up the inside. Take a bit too much curb and get a 5-second stop go penalty. Catching up to the back of Grosjean now. And a train of cars. We've got DRS on Grosjean. As he pulls out, trying to do an overtake, we pull out even further to the right and we go down the inside of him. I have to brake a bit earlier than to the right. I think we didn't want to hit massive and down the front wing even more. Try and do a dive down the inside of Massa, doesn't work out. Still all over the back of Massa though. Car off the corner, we go down the inside of Massa. Next up, Hulkenberg. Back out a bit because he's going a lot slower than what I am. We go down the inside, try have a little look, not do that nothing wrong with it. Still all over the back of him down the straight. Pulls over to defend from us. Hit the back of him, damage our front wing even more. Taking the inside line again to cut the corner again, so we've got another 5 seconds to stop go penalty. DRS there. We're going to carry on for the moment and hopefully we can continue. We're now catching up to the back of Ocon. Overshoot the corner a bit there. Flying up the hill again, pushing as hard as I can. Still trying to catch Ocon. not a lot we can do right now. It's just a matter of chasing him down and hope he makes a mistake. Valtteri in the pit, so he can't come in this lap. Ocon peels off into the pit, so we take his position. We are now up into P6. Sorry about that, my cut out there. So we can't just run on this lap. We got to P5 overtaking Verstappen. Don't know why there's no flags up ahead, but it's been going down. Bottas is out of the race after his pit stop. He just sat there on the side of the road where we crashed out in practice. We cut onto the end of lap 7 now. We're going to go overtake another couple of cars in the pits. This puts us up to P2 in this race, with Vettel somewhere down the road. Skip forward to lap 9. We've got a bit of pressure from behind. We take the corner very, very slowly. Overtaken by Max Verstappen. We put the fuel up into standard and push a bit harder. So yeah, have a little touch with him. And we get spun by Max Verstappen as he hits the rear end of him. We lose all of the rest of our front wing, so we're going to have to pit this lap. Overtaken by a few cars, we bumped down to 9th place. Remember, we got 2 5-second stopped open, that was just in the pit stops. As we move on to the end of this lap, taking a very, very cautious line, but we overbrake it and lock up the brakes into the corner. Get overtaken by another 2 cars, switching to Hulkenberg as we come into the pit. What serving our stop go penalty before the team can work on the car. Obviously we're getting a replacement front wing, which makes the stop even slower.
Exit now.
Coming out in P17, P18, we're coming out last on the grid of the drivers left. Now we've just got to push and hopefully we can make up some positions. Catching up to the back of Van Dorn on this lap. Got DRS on him. All over the back of him. Hopefully DRS can help him overtake him. We come into the braking zone, put it down into the lean mix, go down the inside of him, take the perfect line around the corner, back up into rich revs, and just carry on and catch the next driver. Rosenberg into the first corner, get a little touch into Fiat, and we've got a car coming out the pits of Grosjean. Coming up the hill, got a very good run on him. He pulls to the outside, then he goes defensive, open the DRS, we're in Rich and standard revs. Make a lunge down the inside, braking later than him. Have a little bit of a knock with him, pulls him behind us, we've got position over. Now we're catching up to the back of Magnussen. Sorry about that, overtaking now. The video cut out and I had to reset the recording software. Now we're catching up to the back of Palmer. We're in P9 now, so we're in the points. Hopefully we can stay there. We go for a dive move down the inside of Palmer, we hit the back of him, we damage our front wing a little bit, it's still green, so we should be fine to carry on. Go flying down in Rich revs, the truck and standard revs are trying to catch the car, pushing the car as much as possible. Big Ocon catch up to the back of Ocon. Must have been a back marker in the pit. Put it up into Rich revs. Just push as hard as we can to try and overtake him, either into the next hairpin corner or up on the straight with DRS. We're a bit wide into that, we're going to take the escape road a little bit. We come flying down the DRS straight. Brake very late and take Ocon into the left-right chicane. Now we've got to chase down Massa. Ocon is out of the race, we might have knocked him into the left-right. Into the right left chicane. Still pushing the train to catch Massa. As we pull off into the pits for the last time in this race, we've got another 5 second stop go penalty to serve, so hopefully we can still get in the points in this race. Serve our stop go, and then time for them to change over another set of super softs, and off we go for the rest of the race. When we're exiting the pits, we get overtaken by Grosjean. And it looks like we're going to get overtaken by Magnussen as well. We go across the line, back up to the racing spree. There's the Hassel Magnussen. There's Grosjean. We got out ahead of Magnussen. So now we've just got to push, catch the cars ahead, and hopefully get into the top 5 at least. We're catching right up to the back of Grosjean now. I had to brake earlier than I'd like because he's obviously going a lot slower than I am. I had to jump out of that braking zone quite rapidly. So I had to slow down more. But we got a better exit than Grosjean, better traction, maneuver to that pressure rubber. And around the outside of the P7. Now it's just chasing down for the rest of the race to try and catch Massa. Grosjean tries to come back at us. We're still pushing as hard as we can to try and stay ahead of him and get him out of the DRS zone. We move forward onto lap 21. We caught up to Massa right astonishingly in this race. We're flying, we're in rich revs. We've burned up the rest of the fuel we've saved for the whole when we had the wing damage. So it's going to go flying and rich for the rest of the race. As we come through the right left chicane, we get a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. At this point I thought should I push, but I just carried on pushing, trying to catch Massa, because the more time I gain, the more likely it is that I can beat him. Just going to let you listen to the car for the rest of this lap. As we come to the end of this lap, we're a lot closer to Massa. Put it down to standard, even though we don't need to. We could just run it in rich. We've gone very wide into the first corner, and then lost the back end. Had a dollop of oversteer there. As you can see up the road, there's a few cars in a train starting to form. Come down the straight, we're catching Massa rapidly. Could have dive bombed him into this corner, but I thought better of it just in case we got tangled up and I lost the position that I was in already. Still all over the back of him, there's a back marker in between him and the next car in front of Verstappen. Sebastian Vettel's won the race. The Ferraris were just really on form today. I'll fly around the outside of Massa. Hopefully Ericsson moves out the way very quickly. He's kind of blocking the whole road at the moment. But eventually he does move out the way. I have to sort of dive bomb him down the inside into that corner. We have a little bit of contact. Flying out of that corner, Verstappen just sitting duck on the lower of the softs. They're flying down the inside of this corner and just obliterating in straight line speed. Come down to the last right left chicane at the time we're taking this penalty. And across the line to take 5th. But we get dropped down to 6th in the race.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
Well, this is
So I'd like to thank
This
you
is
guys
where
for
they all
watching.
want
Please
to
like
be.
and subscribe,
Here
and
come
I'll
the
see
top
you in the
three
next
then,
one.
out onto the podium after a fascinating Grand Prix. Time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Oh, well, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. He was fast, decisive, everything you'd want from a top-class driver.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship.